Guys, how is everybody doing? Today we have an amazing data just came out. The inflation was expected higher, but the actual number actually came out a little lower than expected. Okay, inflation rate hit 3.0% in September, lower than expected, long-awaited CPI report shows. And then consumer price index shows a 0.3% increase on the month, putting the annual inflation rate at 3%, both lower than expected. Excluding food and energy, core CPI showed a 0.2% monthly gain and an annual rate also at 3% less than forecast. The Bureau of Labor Statistics released the data specifically because the Social Security Administration uses it as a benchmark for cost of living adjustments in benefit checks. Otherwise, the federal government has suspended all data compilation during the shutdown. Okay, anyway, so it was much better than expected, and we are expecting a rate cut. Now, it set the stage for SoFi Technologies Q3 earning report coming up on October 28th, which is the upcoming Tuesday, in about 4 days, 3.5 days, if you will. And let's dive in to SoFi, my expectation for their Q3 performance. Let's pull up my income statement here. Okay, let's take a deep dive. Income statement. Today we're gonna be, oh my god, a lot of using a lot of data. Now what you're looking at is my homemade SoFi income statements for the Q3 third quarter of 2024, right after I bought SoFi Technologies stocks, and then until this latest quarter, which was the Q2 of 2025, and then Q3, since it will be coming out next week, the upcoming Tuesday. So these are only my estimates. Okay, so let's take a look at the top line revenue growth. So Q3 2024, we have 697 millions, and then afterwards it has been trending up very gradually and very in a stable way and dependable way. And I expect this quarter SoFi will show actually at least 915 millions for this quarter. And the next quarter, Q4, I'm estimating SoFi to have at least 1 billion, for the first time ever to cross over 1 billion top line growth, the revenue. So let's divide it into membership, member products, financial service products, lending products, technology, accounts. Let's take a look how I may estimate the growth rate. Okay, membership is the leading indicator for future revenue and profitability for SoFi. Why? The higher the new members numbers for this quarter, that indicates in the future more people may actually use or sign up for SoFi accounts and become SoFi members, and a lot of them actually may pay the $10 per month in order to get more benefits and becomes a plus member of SoFi, and even enable SoFi to have higher revenue streams and more predictable recurring monthly and annual revenue streams when people pay for the plus membership, just like Costco membership, just like Amazon Prime membership, right? Okay, so when you acquire a new member, why membership is the leading indicator of SoFi's near future revenue growth? Why? Because the more new members SoFi has for this quarter, then it is very likely at least some percentage of them will use one product of the SoFi within the SoFi app. And there are a lot of products that SoFi let its member use. For example, they have saving accounts, checking accounts, investment accounts, loans, personal loans, student loans. All of these are products enabled by SoFi. So, for example, I opened a new account with SoFi last year, so I became the new member of SoFi. The first 2 months, I only used their savings and checking accounts. Then afterwards, I start using their investment accounts, which is another product that they have. Then I transfer my fund from Robinhood and from Ameritrade or Charles Schwab to SoFi. And then now I also have the new credit card. By the way, let me show you the new credit card. Very, very lovely, very lovely, very lovely. Oh no, I have my debit card out. I took the wrong card. Anyway, so it is SoFi. SoFi, yes, SoFi. So good. SoFi, so good. This is my slogan. And then let's go back to the income statement. And we talk about membership and how it is important to be the leading indicator for near future revenue growth. Okay, so I estimated there would be 945,000 new members for this quarter. Because why? I make higher compared to Q2 and Q1 because since 2021, actually, SoFi has been showing uptrend of their membership growth more or less on a quarterly basis. And then next quarter, see, this is 945,000. Next quarter, Q4, I estimate it to surpass, oh, come on, pardon my pronunciation, surpass 1 million new members. And then not just this number will surpass 1 million, this revenue for next Q4, this upcoming fourth quarter of 2025 should surpass 1 billion. 1 billion, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 million. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, members products. So we talk about products. So each product, such as credit card, debit card, fund transfer, or any other products that SoFi have and the members uses. Quarterly change, quarter over quarter change is quite good, 8-7%. So I'm estimating on average around 8%. That will enable it to see 1,378 new products being used by members, old and new members included. So year over year quarterly change would be 35%, and then the membership growth would be 35% year over year for the quarter. And then financial service products include loan platforms, credit cards, loan origination, and other financial institutions will use their financial products. I estimate on average also around 8% plus increase quarter over quarter. You can see 1,210,000 financial service products used, 36% plus year over year quarterly increase. Lending products, I see the last 6 quarters it has been trending up, so I kind of make it a slightly higher to 8%, which I think is very, very doable. Giving Lending Club, Lending Club. Let's see the friends here. Lending Club originated 2.6 billion in loan during the third quarter of 2025. They just have their quarterly report 2 days ago, actually 1 day ago, yesterday. And then their loan origination increased by a whopping 37% compared to the same quarter of last year. It is amazing. Analysts mostly expect between 8 to 15% increase, but they increased by 37%. It is loan originated, so you can expect similar things to happen to SoFi this quarter. So for lending products, loan origination, all those, I only expect 8%, but what if it comes out to be 15%, 20%? Now, SoFi would not be 30% or 37%, such like Lending Club has experienced here, 37% increase year over year compared to the same quarter of last year, because they are only originating 2.6 billion in loans, which is a lot smaller in amount compared to how much SoFi originate per quarter is 8.8 billion in loans for the last quarter alone. Okay, so this quarter, let's say SoFi will see 10 or 15% higher. That will enable SoFi to see at least 10 plus billions origination in loans, which is amazing, amazing. We come to this report later. So I'm very conservative here with the lending products increase. Technology accounts, we should not be expecting much until 2026, as Anthony Lotto, the CEO of SoFi, has repeatedly hinted at, because the 10 new clients will be using Galileo, the technology platform of SoFi, and starting Q1 of next year. So we should expect a huge increase in technology revenue and income going forward, starting and beginning in Q1 2026, which is just one quarter or 1.5 quarters away, or just 3 months away, 2 months away. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It's gonna see a lot of growth, just like Robinhood 1 year ago to see a lot of growth. For SoFi is so amazing. Okay, just the net revenue, nothing really you know, much deviate from previous quarter. I'm just using previous quarter as a reference. And then financial service revenue, so what we expect here and how much per unit we should expect SoFi to earn, and then that is 25.50. Because with economic of scale, with more members and the same corporate structure and same operating structure, we should not expect a huge increase in cost. Then per member or per unit, we should expect a slightly higher revenue or income. Okay. So products change, all these are just normal expectation. Corporate revenue, we don't have much. They are still ramping up. Corporate revenue will come in 2026. Let's move down to contribution profit. We can talk about this in more detail in the next video. It will make the video very long, and my cell phone may not be able to record everything. Depreciation expense adjustment, EBITDA, EBITDA. EBITDA is earning before income tax, depreciation, and amortization. Okay, so if you know about GAAP accounting, you will know about this term, and we will go into detail about this term in the near future with other videos that focus on learning all the jargons of accounting. Okay, and so I expect net income to come in $138 million for this quarter, which is highly achievable with the current environment, which is very strong with personal income growth, expenditure by corporate, and also interest rate, and the earning per share. So diluted outstanding share count after all everything in consideration, we have 1.265 billion outstanding shares of SoFi. If you remember, after last Q2 earning report, SoFi diluted by raising capital. So the diluted outstanding share count went up by 1.18 billion to 1.265 billion counts. Okay, and so even with higher diluted share counts, we still come up with much higher expected EPS compared to last quarter. So these are the 3 quarters for this year. And let's say if Q4 we should expect 0.15, so 15 cents per share, then we will have 15 cents plus 11 cents plus 8 cents plus 6 cents. That would be 26, 34, wow, almost 40 cents net earning per share for this year. If we give it a 60 PE, which is durable, times 40 cents, that would be $24 per share. But then we already passed the midpoint of this year. Then we take a look at our projection of SoFi fair value. This year I snapped actually 42 cents. You can see that 42 cents EPS. And then 42 cents EPS, income 418 million divided by all the outstanding shares, and then give it a 60 PE, which is durable for high-tech and software companies. Share price come up 25, but this is mid-year target. Because why? Even though we achieved all this financial well-being at the end of the year, but you remember, stock is forward-looking instruments. They are always reflecting what is going on 6 months to 12 months down the road. So what does it mean? 6 months to 12 months down the road, we are using this one. And if we average these two, we get $85, $86. Then if we divide it by 2, it is $43. So at the end of this year, we should be seeing almost $40 to $43 per share for SoFi, if everything go accordingly. And if this upcoming Q3 earning report will be great, and also the management of SoFi reiterate that or even up the expectation for the overall year top and bottom line growth, then we will see similar uptrend of the stock price. What happened to Robinhood last year, similar time. Because Robinhood, if we look at Robinhood, let's see. Oh, I only have one hand. Let's see. Hook. Stock. Boom. Now, 1 year. So Robinhood, if you remember 1 year ago, it was kind of like SoFi, $30, $29, right? And at that time, I only was expecting Robinhood to be $50 at the end of the year, which it almost achieved in January, actually. And then I was only expecting Robinhood to reach as high as $80 this year. But guess what? The year is not even done, and Robinhood reached over $150 per share, where my expectation was only $80 per share. Okay. So what am I to judge SoFi? Who am I to give a price target for SoFi at 61 for next year, midpoint next year, which is end of June 2026, right? So but of course we want to be conservative. We don't want to be in the camp that is always, who in the camp that only has a happy campers, right? We always be conservative, expect the unexpected. Economy may go back. There may be another 911 attack event. There may be another coronavirus, COVID-19 event. Blah blah blah. So just like a lot of people always say, oh, doom days are coming. All those doom days professor, who constantly get interviewed in various stock investment channels. So anyway, fun aside, joke aside, so expect SoFi to be $40. Let's be more conservative, $40 at the end of this year if everything goes well, and then by mid next year $60. Okay, let's stop right there. Don't even be too optimistic. Okay, it's always better to be conservative. And then SoFi Technology, previous years revenue growth, and then this year, just like what I said, the last quarter Q4 should surpass $1 billion in revenue, and this quarter we see 915 million in revenue, which is reflected here. 915, if you can see it here, 915. See. And then this one I will plug in the 1.11 billion there soon. Okay, so after all these income statements, remember 11 cents for this quarter. I really think that they may even beat these 11 cents. Most analysts are expecting between 6 cents to 8 cents EPS for this quarter, Q3 2025, but I'm expecting 11 cents. Actually, by what Lending Club has shown us, here they surpassed 11 right crazily, 37%. I believe SoFi could just blow this out of the door too. We will see. Okay, now what is SoFi? What do SoFi products include? Now, new member can enjoy SoFi Plus membership. They can either get direct deposit from the employer to their SoFi checking or saving accounts, or they can pay a $10 monthly fee just like the membership fee for Prime membership of Amazon or the executive membership for Costco members. Same thing. And then you should expect at least $1,000 worth of benefits as a plus SoFi Plus member, which is great because you pay only 120, you get at least 1,000. And then as more and more products come online, it will be more than 1,000, maybe 1,200, 1,300 per year. Okay, when you buy concerts tickets, you enjoy 5% cashback. And then when, just like last time I book hotel room, I enjoy points rewards. And I remember I collect $64 back, which was great. Paid for the gas at least, right? Okay. So SoFi Money lets member perform day-to-day banking and financial transactions. You know, everything that is related to checking, saving accounts, daily operation, paying your other credit cards company, paying your car loans, mortgages, etc. SoFi credit cards, no need to explain too much. Is credit card that is directly monitored and organized by SoFi. And SoFi will be ramping up this category, the credit cards. And actually, Anthony once said, while being interviewed by CNBC, Anthony Noto, CEO of SoFi Technologies, hinted at a head-to-head competition with major players such as MasterCard and Visa. Okay, so we will see. And don't forget, SoFi will be using mostly Ethereum rail, and it will be very high speed and very low cost. So we will see. And then SoFi Invest, we all know this figure is to ramp whatever the future revenue products through the investment accounts of SoFi. If you buy options, oh, by the way, option just came online a couple of weeks ago for all the SoFi accounts. So even if you are not a Plus member, you can use options. You can buy and sell options through the invest account of SoFi. SoFi IPOs, private company invest. As we all know, SoFi lets people buy shares of private companies such as the SpaceX, you know, such as other. Oh, by the way, before I forget, SoFi will be also tokenizing a lot of investments that are not based on United States. So, for example, if you want to buy a very historic building, you know, Eiffel Tower, SoFi may be tokenizing it in the future, and then people actually bid on it and buy shares of it. So there will be tokenizations of investable assets in the future by SoFi, just like what Robinhood is doing now. And then we have options, level 1, level 2, crypto trading. Yes, crypto is coming back. SoFi referred loans, you know, SoFi will underwrite a lot of loans and then refer them to potential buyers of big institutions if they are interested in buying SoFi loans because they are of high qualities. SoFi originate loans for people who have very high FICO scores and high salaries. Annual salary on average for SoFi members are over $145,000. And Lending Club is only $100,000. So SoFi is $45,000 higher annually for its members. Also, the FICO score on average for SoFi members are 735 if they are successful in getting a loan from SoFi Technologies. For Lending Club, the average FICO score for the members are only around 700 or even 690. So SoFi will do amazingly in this regard. And SoFi Insights, free tools which give member comprehensive view of their financial health by linking all the accounts into one place. I use it very often. I love it. I see the credit card usages. I see how my car loan was instantly paid off, which was great. I really love it. Thanks, SoFi. SoFi at Work is for employee benefit programs. They recently linked a big partnership with Paycheck, if I'm not wrong, and that enables SoFi to have access to 174 million United States working adults starting next quarter, if I'm not wrong, starting next quarter or next year. Will be soon. You can imagine if only half of those people become new members of SoFi. Holy. Just because the employer will be using SoFi Technologies for the employee benefits, right? Then those people who have access to those employee benefits will be having access to SoFi one-stop shop app, and they will be inclined to learn something about it, and they may like it, and maybe half of them will become SoFi, will sign up SoFi products or accounts, checking and saving accounts, and become members of SoFi. Wow. Okay, SoFi Travel, just like what I said, I have used it to book hotels, book travel packages, and it was great. One-stop shop, rental car, hotels, flights. It was really great. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I had a $64 rebate. Oh, which was really wonderful. Thank you so much, SoFi. And also they have if your itinerary need to be changed, they have no cost in most situations for you to do that. Last thing I checked, it was like that, but if you want the most up-to-date information, you may need to check their website. All right, SoFi Robo-Advisor for Investing is an automated investment service that uses algorithms to manage portfolios based on users' goal, time horizon, and risk tolerance with a 0.25% fee. Okay, this is great. I love it. I love it. I have read it. We will go over it in more detail because my phone will be full soon. SoFi International Remittance is coming. This is amazing. We'll be using Lightspeed infrastructure. The SoFi has partnership with Lightspeed, and mostly on Ethereum rails. I think it will be amazing. And then tokenization, we talked about it earlier. SoFi lets members buy any properties and companies in the world of high values by tokenizing them with one-to-one tokenized the units of value or ratio. Special loans, home loans, and student loans refinancing should continue to surge much higher with extremely strong demands because interest rates are trending lower. Guys, so for Q3, remember we should be expecting per earnings share 11 cents. Okay, 11 cents. Ta-da. Oops, pardon me. Handshaking. It's still kind of blurry, huh? Okay, 11 cents. Okay, as far as we can see. All right, and then we go from there. See you guys soon. Enjoy the very nice weekend. Today is Friday. I'm Neo. Once again, this is Neo. Enjoy the lovely Friday. Oh, by the way, I need to fix my head for about 3 seconds, so the algorithm will use this as my thumbnail when I upload to YouTube. Okay, someone is bored. Am I talking too much? He is bored, sleeping, huh, Sky? He is Guditama. He is the famous Mr. Egg. Mr. Egg Guditama. You see that? Yeah, it's cute. All right, thank you for the gift, people. And then today was a green day. Another green. SoFi, SoFi, SoFi. Amazing, amazing. SoFi Technologies. Thank you for coming and watching. Take care.